Welcome to Virtual Quenchers Spitballin number 30. You're out of your 20s. You know, you're kind of, some people are just like, really, what the hell am I doing right now? It's a hard year for some. Some people, it's just another year. Some people like their 30s. So we can all think about that. Toss some thoughts on aging in the chat, and we'll kind of bring it up during the show. Speaking of the show, we're excited to have you all here. Virtual Ray is throwing out Blatz and Genesee cream ales for one NFT. Lol. Topical situation. But first, with the topical situation, we got Mr. Davenport was talking about using a topical cream earlier, so everybody he's got to say that. How he's doing.
That inspires me to do my Al Pacino. Hoo-ah! You know, from that movie, Scent of a Woman. Hoo-ah!
Hoo-ah!
Hoo-ah! Topical cream. The sun's rays makes me think of how I easily burn, and so I don't know if sunscreen's a topical cream, but I like to have those sort of things in the sunscreen. So then it's topical. Something political or something that's current in any sort of community I'm a part of. Topical cream. Anyways. Wordplay. Yeah, how am I doing? I'm doing all right. I'm excited to be here. Thank you all for having me. Thomas and everyone, thank you.
You're welcome.
See everybody. Talking about, Mike, you were mentioning the aging and the time we're in and it being difficult. So it's always good to see you all. You're all friendly faces, all of you. I typically cook dinner and food's on my mind around this time, and I cooked some pasta and I haven't eaten it yet, so I'm hungry and I'll be eating later after I do my bit and whatever. So I'm looking forward to the pasta I made. Yeah. Oh, whoa, Mike, look at that. Is that pasta?
Something. Hey, I'm 2 hours. I'm 2 hours ahead of you in Central Time, baby. So I finished my pasta already.
So there's three of us. I gotta ask. There's three of us that, like, Thomas, you had pasta.
I had pasta.
Yeah, I'm having pasta. Mike, you had pasta.
Jared had pasta.
Pasta is the original game fuel before Mountain Dew.
No kidding. I had no idea. Now I fancy myself, and I guess this might tie into my penchant for Al Pacino, I fancy myself half an Italian, and I don't know if anyone else here is of that. Half an Italian American heritage, I guess. And I fancy myself that. I don't know if anyone else here has Italian American heritage. Anyone? No?
No.
Yeah, I know. So when I think of what's that?
My wife does.
No kidding.
Easy.
No kidding.
Roasted. Nice, Mike.
There you go. Yeah. So whenever I have pasta and do my hoo-ah, I think of my that half of my my DNA makeup. Anyways, that's how I'm doing. Biological. Linda Orr, how are you?
Woo! I'm loving life. Loving it. Just loving it.
Awesome.
I had to do a lot of soul searching last week, you guys. And
Reading Seed of the Soul.
Yeah. Hold on, I suddenly couldn't hear anything. It was like the world was telling me, don't hear other people, don't hear things right now, Linda. So I did a lot of soul searching, and then I did something that, like, I'm desperately ashamed of. I registered for an acting class.
No, you didn't.
Congrats.
Is it online?
It's online. I made sure of that.
Well, I don't know
Wow.
when things are opening up over there. Maybe it's in June and it's like in person. But can you give me the info on that, because I'm going to be in it too.
Oh, yes, I can. I'm going to send it over to you. I'm so excited that we're going to be in that class together. That's
What I
Wow.
meant to say was, before I made that rash decision, was to say that I've been thinking about doing an acting class, and I was in the book store yesterday, and I picked up a book of monologues. I don't.
Wow.
Wow.
You know what? I'll do it too.
Okay, you guys,
Oh,
the acting studio is going to be like so excited.
What night of the week is the class?
It's Thursday nights, 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock Central.
Central.
Mm.
Mhm.
Thomas, you're free then.
All right,
Mhm.
four to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take the class too.
Mike,
How can I say no? How
you're
can
right.
I?
You can't. You can't.
I
Okay.
can't say no.
I'm gonna email the acting studio now, so
Okay. Well.
Good.
everybody's gonna know about it.
Well, very exciting. Everyone will get to chart our progress. So, well, as the
Yeah.
show goes along, you'll kind of see who's progressing, who's regressing. So that's
Yeah.
exciting for the chat's blowing up about that. Everyone's excited for this experiment.
I
Oh my
wonder
God,
if we
it's
could
gonna
all
be
do a
great.
scene in the class together.
Yeah,
And do
like
a spitballin'.
a 6-person scene or whatever.
Yeah.
However many people are there. Maybe we'll have to have somebody play like half a character. Like you'll be Bruce for pages 1 through 3, and then
then you
you'll
can
be Bruce.
Then you can be Batman when he turns into Batman.
Yes. Mhm.
Nice.
Mhm.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
Wait, can everybody do their Batman voice?
I'm Batman.
Which I can go like this and be bad.
That's Bane, yeah.
No, it's like this, isn't it? Like because like Ben Affleck's mask is like on so tight, it makes it look.
Joker.
Oh.
Ooh.
Joker.
Ooh. Chills, man. Chills.
That was good.
It's something I do with my girlfriend.
When? When do you do that?
I get that.
When we first started dating, I think like Joker the movie had just come out, and I would do Heath Ledger's Joker like over the phone and stuff.
Which sounds like what?
You want to know how I got these scars? See, my father, he was a crazy man.
I've still never seen that.
Which one?
Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or yes, I have.
Come on now. You have.
Yes, I have. What am I talking about?
Come on now.
I guess I was getting confused with the new Joker.
Yeah.
I have yet to see Joker.
I've seen Joker.
I've seen Joker.
I've been there, done that.
You've been there, done that. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Of the two Joker performances, which do you prefer? Or is it Jared
Honestly,
Leto?
oh no, between Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix, it's the exact same Joker.
It is. Wow.
Interesting.
Thomas don't agree.
I don't know how I got these scars. Joker.
I wish they could have gotten Walter Matthau to do Joker.
Oh, he'd have been so good.
Hey,
I love
Yeah.
It would be very funny.
That would be really good.
Mm-hmm. It would almost be the same Joker too. He
Yeah,
does
right.
have that little bit of that S thing that Heath Ledger had.
I love it.
Who was telling me the story? Thomas, were you the one telling me the story about what Jack Nicholson said when he heard what happened to Heath Ledger?
I don't know. What did he say?
I warned him.
What? What did he say?
Jack Nicholson said, I warned him.
Wow.
You know
About
what
playing
Jack
Joker?
Nicholson did?
Joker's too crazy.
Wow.
Man.
I thought that was an excuse for you to do your more of a Jack Nicholson impression.
I warned him.
Did anyone see Birdman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton, who worked with Jack Nicholson on the Batman in 1989, directed by Tim Burton, he showed a cut of Birdman when it was finished to Jack Nicholson. Like he had him over and showed it to him, and he said when it was done, Jack Nicholson said, "Michael, thanks for making that, so I didn't have to." Which I think
I
is
can't.
a funny way to compliment it.
It's not a compliment at all. That's like Jack Nicholson being like, I was about to make this really complicated Oscar winner. Like, fuck you, Nicholson.
Yeah.
You even made a movie and you figure you're going to make one and it's going to be an Oscar winner. I've actually never forgiven him for what he's done to Angelica.
Angelica
Oh,
Houston.
Houston, yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What did he say? Oh, God.
Well, they were together for years, man. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna cheating on her. Got somebody else pregs.
Ooh.
Who did he get pregnant?
Laura Flynn Boyle.
Wow.
David Spade's old partner. Yeah.
Lara Flynn Boyle.
It drove Angelica Houston to start. Her skin got very pale, and she started wearing black dresses. And she hung out in a large mansion with a hand that walked around, a large butler, two
I've
young
seen
kids.
that documentary. It's
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Same thing happened to Raul Julia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Jack
Tragic.
Nicholson and Raul Julia were a thing.
Mm-hmm.
No kidding. Wow.
Back when Raul was in Puerto Rico.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholson was on vacation,
Mm-hmm.
But I always am on vacation.
right? He's always on a boat with his tan belly.
Well, let's keep because I'm curious. I'm looking over at Kraz and I'm like, what the heck has she got going on?
Oh, what the heck have I got going on?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I went over to a friend's backyard today. Uh-oh, somebody stole my time. It's Nina.
Nina alert.
Sorry,
Nina
Chris.
alert.
Oh, no, not at all.
Oh my gosh.
I love her. Hi, Nina.
Hi, Nina.
Alright.
Nina, did you swim today? Yeah. Were you in a
You
pool?
swam today, buddy? Wow.
Yes, I did. It was really nice.
You went swimming in the pool, huh?
Yeah,
was-
I went swimming with my mommy, who's Italian, half Italian.
So great. What else did you do today, Nina?
I looked around and thought about life, stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Anything worth mentioning?
I looked at the cat for a little bit, and I touched the cat, and I thought it was interesting that when I touch things, it changes things, and that just sort of coming to my own. Stuff like that.
That's cool. That's really deep, man.
Thanks, dude.
So Chris,
What else? I made rice and some vegan Mandarin chicken garbage, and it's supposed to get crispy, and it's stuck to the pan, and sometimes those things happen to me. My husband says I should be on Worst Cooks.
Oh, Charlie, how could you?
Well, I like that because I can follow a recipe, but sometimes I fuck it up anyway just because of timing.
Right.
But I would love to do Worst Cooks. So if any of my fans out there have any connections to Worst Cooks, I would do Worst Cooks.
do we have anything in the chat on that, Tommy?
A bunch of people know other sort of cooking reality shows. There's a bunch of people from Chopped in the audience tonight, but
I would chop my fingers off if I was in Chopped. I would really die. It's too fast for me. Maybe I could do Top Chef though.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's one person from Top Chef, so they said they'll pass your name along.
Please.
Ooh.
Have you ever thought about doing?
Connections.
Have you ever thought about doing Top Chef Comedy Jam?
No. Like that name.
HBO 11:30 Saturdays.
HBO.
1982.
Mm-hmm. I think that's like Emo Phillips was discovered in that.
Totally. He just wandered onto set.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, Jared, what's happening with you? I like that blanket behind you.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
I think that's called a Pendleton. I don't know a lot about them, but Jack got it. They're cool.
It's not a blanket.
It is a blanket. But it's called a Pendleton. It's like some type of blanket.
Yeah.
She told me what it costs one time, and I was like, "What?" You know.
Yeah, they're one of those. They're one of those like top shelf.
They're a Top Chef blanket, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, they're top chef. Right?
Yeah. What's going on with me? Not too much. Jack and I went away for the weekend to Big Bear, California. We just rented a little place that had a hot tub, and I think that's like kind of all we did. We just would, do something inside and then go like, let's go to the hot tub. And I was telling people at work today, I was like, I didn't know that when I was an adult, I would be really excited about hot water. That would be, that would really do it for me. But it's really good. It's great. Hot water's great, especially when there's a lot of it. I did want to tell my favorite Emo Phillips joke that I heard once,
good.
which
Good,
I think I
good.
heard it on Dr. Katz, and I'll kind of try to do the Emo Phillips voice, which he's like, once I was walking around and there was a man on a roof hammering, and he called me a paranoid weirdo. Morse code. I really like that joke.
That was a good one. That was a good impression of Emo Phillips as well.
Oh, thanks. He's got such an interesting, the musicality of his delivery, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I sort of like, when I was hearing your Joker, Thomas, I was thinking of the Neil Hamburger, which is such a great voice. Do people know the Neil Hamburger voice?
Yeah. I was just listening to Neil Hamburger songs yesterday.
Oh, the country ones?
Mm-hmm.
I love, yeah. But one of my favorite Neil Hamburger jokes is, why did the farmer start his own punk rock band? Because he was tired of hauling oats. Which a lot of his jokes are a lot filthier, but that one is just like kind of a solid bad pun but good joke reference. Rebecca, you were shaking your head no, you don't know Neil Hamburger as a reference?
No, right, I don't.
It's really strange. He's a strange force. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you may know him better by his other name, which is
Turkington.
Greg Turkington.
I've heard that name.
Mm-hmm.
But
he does a lot of stuff with like Tim Heidecker, that whole crew. That whole crew.
Let's see. I'll send it over to Mike Brunlieb. Yeah, Mike. Hello.
Uh-oh, he's frozen.
Mike. Mike.
Somebody stop me.
Jim Carrey doing Jack Nicholson.
It's Jim Carrey now.
I'm doing good. I'm kind of tired. I got my vaccine today. I told you guys already, but I haven't told our audience yet. What are we at right now, Thomas?
Let me see. Right now we're at 80,000, but I think a lot of people are waiting for 8:30 when they think that the check-ins are going to be done.
What a bunch of assholes,
Check-ins are the best part.
Totally.
Yeah, I'm good. I got my vaccine. I'm having a mild allergic reaction. I got some hives, some itchy little hives, but other than that, I'm good. My shoulder's pretty sore, but.
Is it Moderna?
It's the Pfizerio.
Oh, you already said that.
That's okay. We didn't tell the audience, Thomas. That's okay. That was actually a really nice host question. Like if you're a late night host, you want to ask that kind of stuff because the audience hasn't heard it yet.
Yeah.
Kraz, I missed what you said. What were you saying?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I think I was gonna say something, ask something to Mike, but I don't remember.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, but that's about it for me. Got to go on some bike rides recently. That was really fun. Spring break
Spring break.
is over.
No.
But yeah, I think that's it for me. Nina just had her first swimming experience. I mean, she's been swimming before, but she went to a pool. So that's
Whoa.
Huh?
The big entrance.
So I gotta ask, how's Eric Peterson doing?
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Good, buddy.
Was that Jared with the drums there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jared, that was great. Jared, can you give me like a little beat for about 20 seconds to explain how I'm doing? I'm doing great. I'm a little drunk. I'm happy to be at this show. I'm not feeling like I'm in a funk. And everybody, I'm ready to go. That was it. That's all I got.
Wow, beautiful.
Thank you for the backing track, Jared. Thank you for the question, Mike.
Very good.
So is that everybody? I mean, we've heard from everybody, right? No, we haven't.
Who else is there?
Thomas Kelly.
From
Thomas Kelly, how are you?
I am good. Yeah. It's like warm enough to sit in my little backyard, so I've been having like my smoothie lunch back there, and that's been really nice. And here's the most fucked up part of my life right now.
Yeah.
I started watching Game of Thrones.
Oh no.
For the first time?
First time. So I've entered that section of quarantine where I'm watching the Game of Thrones.
Which season did you start on?
Number 1.
Oh, cool.
Bold choice. Bold choice.
Very bold.
And you've seen it. You've seen it before. This is your first time.
First time.
Ah.
Does that? I mean, I've never seen it, but does anybody really watch it twice?
Yes.
I think it was like so disappointing at the end that I feel like hearing.
Yeah, few people are going back for that full spin.
Yeah, but watching it now, I can't believe how popular it was. It's like so gross.
You
Because
just
of all the
wait till you
rape?
get a couple seasons in.
Whoa. It's so gross.
The first
I like
season is
that.
rather gratuitous, but once you
Yeah.
get into it, it's good characters.
Okay.
First season is a little too much HBO real sex.
Yeah.
What is it, Thomas? What is it?
Mm.
Perfect Strangers.
I
Game of
started watching
Thrones.
Game of Thrones, Michael.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Tom Vinsel in the chat.
Woo! The chat!
Woo!
And we're
Tom
missing
Vinsel.
our guy Tony Mendoza. He's caught in
so
traffic
sad.
right now. He's been caught in
Ugh.
traffic for about 15 hours. So we're hoping that he gets out of the traffic soon.
I hope he
that-
doesn't
hey,
run out of
Thomas?
gas.
Is
Uh-huh.
the Suez Canal?
Thomas. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Rebecca.
Oh, I was like, where is he? The Suez Canal?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
topical.
he's kind of
That is
he
in
was-
my topical cream, actually.
Yeah, he was like 10th in line in the Suez Canal, and now he's kind of waiting for all the big boats to get through.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ooh.
10th is not bad, though, because I heard there's 435 boats. So
Yeah,
10th is pretty good.
10th is pretty good. So
We'll
we're
see
pretty
Tony
good.
soon.
yeah.
It's good for now, but he did tell me that like they are bumping boats. So
Like bumper cars, or
For
they're
time?
pushing them back and forth?
they're
Bumping them for time.
reshuffling and stuff. You know, because
Oh,
like
so Tony's boat. could
it'll
get
be your
pushed back.
turn and then like a different boat will like radio Mayday and be like, somebody on board's having a heart attack. And
Oh,
then-
they
Oh,
would.
yeah,
They
that's-
would.
Yeah,
that
they
book gets
do that, don't
precedence
they?
then. Mhm.
They pull that, yeah.
It's like the oldest Maritimers book in the tricks.
Yeah, that's right. It's the oldest book in the tricks for the maritime assholes.
Book in the tricks.
Mhm.
Well,
My hands aren't deft enough for those maritime book of tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you're not a sailor. We know that. We know that already.
okay. Well, we're officially past 8:30, so I've gotten the green light from the app that says we can officially start the show.
Do we have to do any commercials, Tommy, at the top, or?
Oh yes, we want to say Black Lives Matter. We love saying that, and we're going to continue to say it
Mhm.
as long as there's racial inequality in the United States. We're going to continue to advocate for that. We got our links, that are standard links below the video. But does anyone have anything they want to plug before we get going into the show?
I don't have anything to plug, and I want to say in what I hope is the least controversial way possible after the last horrible session of violence towards Asian Americans, which is like a different version of the horrible phrase "all lives matter," which is Black lives definitely matter, and Asian lives matter, and trans lives matter, and every life matters. And I think it sucks when anyone is targeted. And white people never are, so I don't know how that is, but I want to say that in addition to Black Lives Mattering, it really is that everyone is. So I feel deeply that we should all do whatever we can to try to quash hate wherever we find it. And I know everyone else thinks that too, but yeah, that's me.
I can plug a quick thing. I'm doing a bystander intervention class. It's free through I Holla Back. Their Instagram account is the letter I, Holla, HOLLA back. So check out their classes, people, if you are looking to expand yourself in that way.
Okay.
Rebecca, is this like a lesson of how to act if you see something terrible and you don't really know what to do?
Yeah, because I know what I would do. I would just start wailing on the person. I'd be like, don't you fucking talk to her like that.
Yeah, but you're Kraz. Not everyone is Kraz.
Not everybody's Kraz, but Kraz can probably rein it in a little bit and know, like, so I don't get hurt myself or cause, because I'd probably have to stay calm and really, like, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna tell me. It's all gonna go out the window when I see it anyway. I'm just gonna fucking wail.
No, but that's great. I have seen violence on the street, like just a man punching a woman in my past, and like I had no idea what to do, and I was just like, hey, stop it. And I would love to have some background of how to approach that sort of situation before I found myself in that situation.
I Holla Back, and they're free, y'all.
Oh.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Well, so thank you guys for saying those things, and now we'll officially, the light is flashing green. We've done all the things. We're ready to go. The audience is prepped and primed. We got 100,000
There we did
viewing
it.
right now. The chat is like just scrolling so fast with everybody putting their hands together, getting ready for the show. So let's introduce our first act of the night, Michael Davenport.
Mikey D.
Hello, my name is Michael Davenport, and I am so happy to be on this virtual Spitballin stage to perform for y'all tonight. And what I got going on tonight is a sketch I've written. It's a hybrid story sketch monologue thing that Mike Brunlieb has been so generous and kind to read the other part. So I'm going to read There Goes Mr. Rogers' Neighboring Neighborhoods. All right. So here we go. I was thinking about the documentary about Mr. Rogers the other day. Won't You Be My Neighbor? While I was thinking about it, I was struck by how odd it was that the most shocking thing about what I learned from the doc was that Mr. Rogers had few children. What was revelatory for me was the fact that Mr. Rogers was a randy dog with his bone. The man was a much beloved host of a nationally televised children's show. For all sakes. Oh, I know what you're thinking. So what? Well, I'm getting to that. My point is that in our country, that ish don't fly. Another incredibly successful host of a hit children's show had to find that out the hard way. Paul Rubens is an actor, but we all know him as Pee Wee Herman. He had days off like any workaday does in America, and he took his hard-earned money and went to the cinema. The thing is, and I'm all for these double entendre puns, but the use of thing is most unintended. But I'll take it just the same. It wasn't just in any old cinema. In fact, you couldn't just be any old age to get in. Only people, though, let's be fair, it's mainly men who went to these places. But the fact is that a person had to be an adult to enter an adult cinema. So Pee-wee, well, it was Paul Rubens, but anyways, the reason why this whole thing is even a thing, there I go again with that word, a bird in the hand and all that, is that he was Pee-wee on TV. He's watching whatever he's watching on the screen, and it was very adult, I assure you. Keep that in mind. He then did what men typically do when they watch such things. He did for himself in a way of loving himself. I guess a cop was in there. My question is, did he follow Mr. Rubens into the cinema, or was he camped out in there for his own time because a cop's job is so stressful and all that wah-de-wah? This story goes that the cop arrests Pee-wee, who had long-ass hair and a ratty old beard at the time. It became a national hoo-ha because, again, Pee-wee's for kids. Then Jim Carrey on In Living Color at that time played a sketch where he lampoons Pee-wee's big misadventure. Wah, wah. It's funny, still is. But the thing that's all WTF is that Jim Carrey most recently played a Mr. Rogers type in the most not funny at all, and bleak as all dramedy show. Kidding. Yeah. And this guy's whole thing is about needing a release. So, and this ain't over yet. So, you know Barney. Yeah, that Barney. I said Barney, the big purple dinosaur. Well, the man who was inside the costume was reported in an article I read about 4 years ago. He's a tantric sex worker. And he said that the reason why kids dug Barney so much was because he practiced Tantra. As I was ruminating on these thoughts, my phone rang. The number was all digits and unlisted. Who could that be, I wondered. I answered it wary that it might be a dreaded telemarketer. Hello, this is Michael.
That's no way to answer a fucking phone.
Said the stranger's voice, who I guess is not a telemarketer. Excuse me. Excuse me?
You're fucking excused.
Who am I talking to?
This is Les fucking Moonbase. My question is, who the fuck did I call?
The former CBS I'm Michael Davenport.
Yeah, it's about goddamn time. Pleased to meet you, Michael Davenport. Now, how about we get on with our business?
And that would be?
You have a curious mind. That's good to hear. I'm Les fucking Moonbase. What in the world would my business be?
Are you selling Budweiser seltzer?
That's a good shot. Watch yourself. That's your last one, and I mean it. I heard you're a funny guy, so I'll give you this one pass. No, Michael Davenport, I'm not selling piss seltzer. I'm making you a fucking star. Are you ready to be a star?
Are you still producing?
Am I still producing? What kind of question is that?
Reasonable one. From what I've read in the news,
Our entertainment's being produced now?
yeah, it's slowed down.
Of course it's slowed down.
Okay.
Well, what I'm saying is that I made the game. All this shit around the Judd Apatows and the J.J. Abrams are doing since I took my hit. Well, I created the rules. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Hate the player?
No, what I'm saying is that though it looks like I might have stopped producing, that's not how it's actually been. I've been producing this whole time.
I see.
No, you fucking don't. You can't see what I see because only I have the magic fucking binoculars to see as far as I do.
Sure. Okay.
I'm calling you Michael Davenport because I want to make you the next children's television star.
Mm.
Oh, I don't know if I'm the right man.
What did you say a moment ago? You don't know what I know because you don't see what I see. You're the next big host of the biggest children's television show of all time.
Okay, I guess I have the time.
I know you fucking do.
Well, where do I sign?
You already did. Technology's fucking amazing these days. Your voice told the AI to fill in the needed documents. So what's next is next steps. Be on the lookout for a package over the next few days. It should be there in 3 days, Wednesday at the latest.
Then I heard the click of the phone as Les Moonves hung up the phone. I wasn't sure about any of this interaction. It could have been my friend Ray doing a character bit. Yeah, I've got weird friends. We call each other doing character bits. It's a fun way to pass the time. But I was surprised when the package appeared on my landing Wednesday. I brought it into my house. I opened it up and saw a 12-ounce glass tube and some cutting shears. The sheet of paper at the bottom had directions on how to use these items. The title said, "You want to become a eunuch?" Then the directions show how a man can do a simple procedure with very little steps, and they can remove their male member and then hermetically seal it in the jar to ship it back to the sender of the package. It's important to send it back, it said. I am not happy with this situation at all. I do what I do with things I don't like. I ignore it and work to forget about it. 4 days later, my phone rings, and though it's the number it's digits without signage, I answer it, betraying the sick feeling in my gut. Hello?
Well, hello to you too, sweetheart.
Yeah, I'm busy.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You must be busy. You haven't called at all, and I haven't received your package. I know you appreciate that has two meanings right there.
Not really, to be honest.
Oh, we're at that stage of our relationship where you get to be honest. By all means, do go down with your honesty.
Okay, I'm not up for the commitment it will take for me to do a good job as a host of the children's show, so...
Well, guess what? You signed a contract. Do you know what that means?
I do, but I didn't actually sign anything, Les.
Fuck you! And you're actually, in the eyes of the law, you sure as fuck did.
How about we negotiate the whole medical procedure then?
No can do. You're going through with that. Host of a children's show has a special relationship with the public, and I need your DNA confirmation. So you do the deed like a big boy, and you send me it over in the box.
Right then, there's a loud knock at the door.
Oh, I wonder who that could be.
You heard that too?
I sure as fuck did. It was a loud fucking knock.
I leave the phone on my dining table. I hear Les Moonves singing Summer Breeze to himself.
Summer breeze makes me feel fine.
I go and answer the door and see a man who's about 7 feet tall and looks to be well over 300 pounds. He's shirtless and wearing a black hooded executioner's mask.
Summer breeze.
The end. The scene.
Fine. Blowing.
Michael Davenport.
Woo, 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 woo.
Wait, was that the end?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I looked over and I was like, wait a minute, did I call it too early? But wonderful.
Thanks for letting me read with you, Mike.
Oh man, shoot, that was awesome. Thanks for reading. Yeah, that was fun.
That was
Thanks.
fun.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That reminds me of a time in the Chipotle in Second City. There was like maybe whatever he's got going on, but there was a man who kind of was berating me for not, like, he was like a super producer. So, and he was like, do you know what a super producer is? And I was like, I'm not sure. And he kept calling me brain dead. And he was like,
no.
Is this a bit?
no, this is real.
Who was he?
He's like just like an agitator, or like, he's
Right.
like, he always like looks like put together, but he's like carrying bags full of stuff.
Mhm.
Eric Rahill had to run in with him, and like he like found out his name somehow, and he's like published a book, and like there's like a video on YouTube of like a woman yelling at him like for like touching her.
Oh, I love it.
So
I heard that Adam Peacock just got Second City Chipotle.
wow, that's so good for him.
All right, I know.
But yeah,
That's so
it was
good.
like, I was trying to eat my burrito, and this guy was just calling me brain dead for not wanting,
Brain dead.
not like begging him to sign me for his, and he kept saying like he does radio, and like it was just like, radios.
Are you brain dead?
It's so sad when people who write books have to say that they're in radio. You know what I mean?
I know, that is sad.
Well, wonderful story, and it definitely resonated with me. So, is anybody else? I feel like I could find out his name, but he's like a sort of skinny, sunken-eyed man who is like always kind of harassing people. Well,
Connie Knoxville?
well,
I don't. I mean,
yeah.
Kelly Leonard.
yeah, well, there we go.
Well, we're gonna keep the show rolling right along, and we're gonna
Woo!
welcome to the Spitball stage, Jared Larson.
Yeah.
My girlfriend and I have this thing we do where when one of us is wrong, the other one has to. If you're wrong, you have to look at the other person when they're right and go. Like if I do it, I have to say, "Jack, you were right." And for some reason, eye contact is a big part of it because, like, you know, like the person taking is like, "Okay, look at me." You know, Jared, you were right. And there's something really, it's like funny, you know, like we both we do it, but like it's also really nice because it's, you know, it's nice to hear someone be like, "I was wrong, you were right." But who's that? Come on camera, who's ever making these fun noises?
I guarantee it's
Oh, it's you,
Peterson.
Eric. I was, that's my guess. Yeah. I don't know. It's just a way to like keep things. It's just a thing we do. It's just kind of funny. Thomas, I like that thing you were saying about doing Heath Ledger impressions with your girlfriend. And that was kind of a through line. Is Thomas around to talk about that stuff?
Yeah, thank you.
How did it start?
I don't know. I think it was just like we would joke about the Joaquin Phoenix movie, and then I would just kind of do it on the phone and it would make her laugh. So I just kept doing it.
Did she ever start doing it?
A little bit, but it was mostly just like, you know, we'd be talking on the phone and she'd be like, "Well, can I is there anybody else there?" And I would, you know, go get the Joker or Batman, and she'd talk a little bit.
That's really fun. I like that so much of your Joker impression had. I've heard this about when people are doing old people impression or like elderly impressions. It's a lot of like licking of the lips and like trying to get your mouth to get enough saliva, right, Eric? It's like, you know, when you're doing an old guy, it's kind of like that.
Let me tell you about something. Let me tell you.
It makes a lot of sense, but it seemed like that was a big part of your Joker impression as well.
Yeah, well, I think in like the sort of party "Why So Serious" monologue, he like has like a lot of like tongue sticking out, like, you know, it's like a very tonguey character the way Heath Ledger plays it. So I think that was like a gross part that I was, you know, happy to imitate.
That thing I said about Walter Matthau, I was thinking about how if you ever watch the first season of The Simpsons, Dan Castellaneta's Homer is totally like Walter Matthau. It's like, you know, he loses it in later seasons, but it's got like that weird. I don't know that I can do a good Walter Matthau, but it's probably the best I could do would be like just to try to do Homer like, "Watch it, boy." It's got that like weird. I don't know.
Yeah, he's kind of definitely like smarter and like kind of more uptight.
Yeah.
When you said Walter Matthau as Joker, I thought about Dennis the Menace when he would go from his big like wrinkly smile to his like scowl, and how like, you know, each of his like age lines amplified each look.
He's so good as Mr. Wilson in that. I mean, like he's a perfect foil for Mason Gamble in that movie.
Yeah.
Over the weekend, I just turned on the TV and Rushmore was playing, which I hadn't seen in a while, but it was like the last half of it. But Mason Gamble is in that too, and the Wes Anderson movie Rushmore.
Yes.
Mason Gamble plays one of the like little kids in it who's friends with Max, and I was just like, I mean, so much of it is what Jack was like, "Did you watch this with your parents?" And I was like, I rented it on VHS. I watched it, and then I like immediately, like, you know, it was before the 5-day rentals. You had to like return it the next day. I just like sat my mom down. I was like, "Mom, we have to watch this again." And like I watched it again with her, you know, and my girlfriend was like, "Well, did she?" What's that?
How old were you when you watched it for the first time?
God, I think it came out in 98 or 99. I read, so I must have been 15 at the time, something like that. 15.
All right. Were you born in 84?
83.
83. Okay, so we're both 15 or 16 or
something like that.
See this movie. I think we had the same experience with this film. It was just like overwhelming. I must watch it again.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It is really funny, and it's really interesting to watch it now too, and be like, there's these parts where you're like, no, I don't want this like high school kid to try and kiss his teacher, like,
No, not at all.
but they do, and you're like, the film was made by a guy too, and like written by a guy, but they do get in the script or whatever. There's so much agency they give Miss Cross, where she's like, she gets to
Not
hit back.
okay.
I know,
It's not okay
right.
at all.
Right. But she gets to hit back and be like, "What did you think was going to happen?" I was going to like, "We're going to do it," and then he's really.
That's what I mean when I say, like, the movie says it's not okay with
Oh
your
yes.
child. Stop trying to kiss this adult. You have no idea what's going on. This is nonsense.
Jack also watched it, I think, on tape with her parents. How did you two see it for the first time, if you did? I don't know.
I think I had seen Royal Tenenbaums first.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
But even then, I think I was just like, okay, this is like fine. And then like maybe like I saw Rushmore on like DVD at some point. But
like when you were older, then a little bit.
Yeah. But maybe I feel like I was like in college or something.
That's a good time to watch it.
Yeah.
Ruffin is much funnier than Royal Tenenbaums. In that it doesn't ask much of you emotionally. And Tenenbaums has some deep parts that you have to kind of really commit to.
Yeah. I think too, when like a young person is like messed up, it can always end hopefully and that they'll figure it out. But like when older people who are like, haven't figured out their lives, there's nowhere else for like, Royal to go.
Yeah, it's like that's the choice. It's the choices he made.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone else see this or have a reaction? I mean, I'm also curious how it felt for a female person to be like, I wasn't into it, or that was a weird movie, or I mean, anyone else who had a reaction to it.
Listen to what Michael Davenport has to say.
Yeah, I want to hear what Michael has to say.
I thought it was open. I thought it was a female person, so I was like, oh, I'll leave space.
Also, we want to hear from Linda at some point.
And Kraz, but yeah.
And Kraz.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can, yeah. Royal Tenenbaums, Rushmore. Yeah, I don't know. I am a big Owen Wilson, Wes Anderson combo platter guy. After he went off and they had a friend breakup. I don't know what, but Wes Anderson ended up collaborating with a Roman Coppola, and I find his movies just don't. No matter what, I like Bottle Rocket, Rushmore, Royal Tenenbaums, and then his later stuff not as much.
I mean, Jason Schwartzman is a Coppola as well, as is Nicolas Cage.
Right.
So. Schwartzman is a Coppola?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
His mom is Rocky Balboa's what's her name? Angela.
Talia Shire. Talia Shire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Who
that's right.
Mike Grunleaf has worked with.
What?
Really?
Well, let's hear that story, Mike.
Yeah.
We worked at a grocery store.
Oh, that's so cool.
Was she cool?
She was cool, but no, I worked on an independent movie with her, but I didn't talk. I didn't even talk to her. But
really, you didn't say hey?
I said hi. I said hi, but we were just in one scene together.
Mm.
Your story of trying to say hi to Sorkin was so funny to me. I love that story.
What did I?
You were on set, Chicago, the trial of Chicago 7, and you were like trying to say hi to like, you just went over to say hey, and he just kind of like, he didn't even say hello. He just like nodded his head or acknowledged that you were there, but he had stuff he was working on.
Oh wow, I don't even remember that. But yeah, there was a guy that I thought was there in Sorkin because I didn't know what he looked like.
Oh God.
And so he was like in a tent with looking at some TVs, and he was like older, and I was like standing by him, and I was kind of like, well, that's Aaron Sorkin, but it was just some fucking shitty script supervisor. Who cares about a script supervisor?
Nobody.
Nobody cares about a script supervisor. Anyway, that was the story.
I miss Tony Mendoza. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, inside joke.
Yeah, Tony Mendoza is a script supervisor.
Hey-oh!
What's
Jared, we can't
happening?
hear you.
Well, were we talking about Royal Tenenbaums there, or West End?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, we can't hear Jared at all.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Well,
Cut out.
okay. Well, that was Jared Larson's bit. I'm going to
Wow.
play my song. Where were you when you
Now.
first,
Can you see me now?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying I'll end the bit anyway, but also my stuff was being weird. Sorry about that.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, no.
Thank you for that. It was fun to kind of, I feel like, yeah, movies are such a, time capsule of like when you first saw them.
And
Right.
also, when you watch it when you're older, you pick up on different things because you've had more life experiences.
Yeah. I guess I didn't realize that with the young kid was the Dennis the Menace kid.
Yeah, Mason Gamble.
Wow.
Huh. And on the note of playing an older person and licking your lips to play older, I found that to be the big problem with The Irishman. Anyone relate to this? But there's younger actors who can fake playing older. You put some makeup on them and you put a wig on them, and if they lick their lips enough in a convincing way, you're like, oh, they're 80-some years old. Magic of character work. But when older people are playing 40, I mean, in the bowling alley, and I feel bad because I'm a big Joey. What's his name, right? Joe Piscopo? No,
Joe
not
Pesci.
Joe Pesci. I'm not as big a Joe Pesci fan as I claim to be. I love Joe Pesci, but he's at the bowling alley. He's leaning over and he's supposed to be keeping score, and he's just like old man when he's supposed to be playing in his 40s, but he looks like he's like 80, and he's just it's like I can't suspend my disbelief no more. Can't do it. Robert De Niro and Harvey Keitel all running around going like, we kick ass. Yeah.
They had a posture coach on set. They had somebody who was paying attention to posture based on what age they were trying to portray on set. And there was some scene, I think it was the first time Al Pacino was acting, where he had to be a younger Jimmy Hoffa.
Right.
He had to get up from a couch. And like he when he's sitting and talking, he's fine. But when he gets up, he looks like an old guy, because he's like,
wow.
So like they were, the person came to Scorsese and they said like, hey, he looks like he's 80 and he's supposed to be like 50, getting up. So that Scorsese's like, can you tell him that? I don't want to tell him that. And then he finally, they tell him, like, Al, he's like, oh, right. And so then, they try it again and he stands up and he tries the best to do it in a young way. And after the take is over, he goes 60.
Wow. That's funny.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. I feel like there's like the scene where like he beats up the convenience store owner. And I feel like people kind of like, we're like, so that guy needs an Oscar for selling the fact that this like 80-year-old man is
Yeah, that guy's in the WWE Hall of Fame now.
No. Oh my gosh.
So funny.
Peterson doing some acting. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I
Well,
did
Jared.
in the day, guys. I know about professional wrestling. I've done backyard wrestling when I was in high school.
Oh, for real? Oh man, I've only done couch wrestling.
Backyard wrestling, and I ran an organization, and we sold $40 worth of VHS tapes of our backyard.
Oh,
Wow.
man. Yeah, are they on YouTube? Have you gotten them on YouTube?
YouTube did not exist when this happened.
I know, but you could put them on now.
Eric, did you build a ring? That's my question.
No, we played in the field in Valley View in DuPage County, Illinois.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That was a thing in my friend group. We were also like, we're gonna like do a thing. We're gonna start a league, and we would go on eBay and you could buy like plans to build a ring for like a couple $100. And it was, people in high school were like, we're all gonna pool our money and do it. And one guy was like, yeah, and I kind of live on a farm. I have space, so everybody was like, yeah, it's really gonna happen. I remember my one friend being like, we're never gonna build a ring. It's not gonna happen. And I was like, what are you saying? What do you mean? And of course he was right. We never did it, but I was like, I couldn't believe that he said that.
Yeah, one friend that knew about reality. What me and my friends did, we went dumpster diving for like doors, like sliding doors from like a closet.
Oh man.
Oh, God.
They made an excellent like table to put somebody through because like
Yeah. No kidding. Wow, that's smart. Wow.
yeah, we were clever on the zero budget pro wrestling.
Wow, that's awesome.
Well, let's see. We still got, let's see, 106 people, 106,000 people in the chat.
Cool.
Oh God, I was
Whoa.
scared for a second.
No.
It was like,
You're
don't
at
even tell me it's
60,000. Mike
106.
Davenport goes on. We're
Not
down to
worth it.
Yeah,
170.
It's not worth it for that
if
few
you have a
people.
show for less than 10,000, I think I'll cancel the show.
Yeah, that's a good
That works
idea.
with me, yeah.
Standards,
But I just want to say, if anyone out there has a copy of the Eric Peterson VHS Backyard Wrestling, please give that to us if you can. I'll kind of put my contact information in the chat right now.
So sweet.
There it is.
Eric, did you say does it exist still?
I bet it exists. Yeah, the DuPage Wrestling Federation probably exists.
Legacy, man. Legacy.
Oh, I mean, does your
Beautiful.
tape exist?
Yeah. No, I think it does.
Okay. We should find that, man.
100%.
We'll,
You know what you should do? You should get like a grave plot for anybody who's ever been a member. Like you can be buried in this specific plot. For the DuPage Wrestlers Federation.
Oh,
I
man.
do like partners and spouses being like, I thought we were being buried together.
No. I need to be buried in the DuPage
Oh dear.
Wrestlers Federation.
Buried together with the DuPage Wrestling Federation.
Oh man.
Well, we'll all just we'll keep putting feelers out there, and hopefully maybe soon at Spitballin we can kind of show some of the best matches and see some people going through tables and stuff. And
That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Curious if people cut in the wrestling. You're teenagers, you're kind of feeling wild. But we're gonna keep on trucking along to Linda Orr. Oh my God.
Hello, Spitballin audience. Where is my partner tonight? Eric Peterson, where are you? There you are.
Hello, Linda Orr.
Hi, Eric Peterson. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm good too. I'm doing good. I feel like I had like crazy weeks, but guess what?
You want me to guess, or is that just like
No, guess. I can't hear you. You're muted.
what? Why? Okay, you won the lottery?
No. I wish I had though. I didn't even play. No, I haven't seen my therapist since December. And I finally secured an appointment with her.
Okay. You finally secured an appointment.
I'm gonna get to see her on Thursday.
Let me ask you something.
Okay.
You've been constantly trying to secure an appointment. And it's just
No. But Okay, you're coming in and out, by the way, with your sound. Do you have like some sort of special sound with an instrument or something like that?
Nope, just bad computer.
Okay, cool. I can handle a bad computer. No, she had a baby, and so she was going to be out, and she was like due in January, but then she had her baby in December. But then I don't know. I don't know. I knew she was out of the office because I like sent an email like, oh, how long are you out of the office for? And then it got like I got a auto reply, and then it was like, this other woman will be contacting you. And then this other woman did contact me. But then last week when I was like kind of reaching a crisis level, I just was like, I got to email her. Like, she's supposed to be back in March, and it's the middle of March, and she's got to come back. So I emailed her, and then I got an out of office reply from her. And it was like, I'm not going to be checking this email very frequently, if at all. Contact this other woman. And then the woman who my email was forwarded to had an out of office reply. And it was like, I'll be out of the office until like April. And I was like, what? But then the other woman got back to me and said that my lady is going to be taking appointments, and that anyway, I was like, I'll take one on Thursday. I don't care what time it is. So now I have one on Thursday at 3:00. So I haven't seen a doctor in a while, but this week I get to get my vaccine tomorrow, and I get to go to my therapist on Thursday.
Are you ready to do a vaccine dance when you get your vaccine?
No.
I did a vaccine dance.
And
a guy from the army told me to stop dancing.
Really?
He said, go in there and sit down in the waiting room. And I was like, but I want to dance. And he was like, no, go sit over there. So that's, you can't just stand in the middle of the vaccine room and do a dance. That's how tight the logistics are.
Really?
No dancing.
No dancing. It sounds like an episode of Footloose.
Footloose, the series. Footloose 2021.
Yeah, and it's just all different scenarios where you're not allowed to dance.
That would be the best series. Netflix #1 every single week. It would be an episodic serial of a bunch of people who are restricted from dancing, and by the end of the episode, they find a way to dance. And
you gotta find a way to dance.
Likely everyone around them also has an opportunity to show off their incredibly sexy body and their incredibly sexy dance moves before the episode's out.
I know. Exactly. And I mean, and you know what? Throw a little bit of feel good music in there. You know what I mean? Like,
we need it.
Yeah. Like, isn't there like some popular One Direction kid that like is a really good hit maker?
Yeah, Nick Jonas.
Yeah, Nick Jonas. Right there, you go.
I think is he one of the One Direction guys?
I have no idea. You know what though? I saw Saturday Night Live once, and Nick Jonas was the musical guest.
You were in the audience of Saturday Night Live?
I was in the writer's room, which I feel like I would have preferred to be in the audience, but now I think the writer's room probably has more cachet.
Okay. So you were in the writer's room the night of the show. So
the night of the show.
Put me there for a moment, if you will.
Okay.
There's Linda Orr. Can you describe the writer's room for me briefly?
I can. It's a big room with a table that probably seats about, I don't know, 12 people.
Linda, really quick, those glasses, by the way, I feel like when you didn't have them on, I couldn't see you for you. And now I see the real you.
Now you see me.
Yeah.
You know what the best thing about these glasses are?
Everything.
I've been wanting these glasses for months. And this is what happened. I was shooting something and I needed a pair of sunglasses, and I needed a big pair of sunglasses. And I was like, yes, this is my opportunity to go to CVS and get these sunglasses that I've seen there that I just like really want to get, but can't, you know, I'm like, it's COVID. I'm not going to spend $20 on sunglasses because I don't have this. I don't have any cash to spare.
Sure. It's tight times.
It's tight times. So, but I was shooting something and it was like, now I have to get, and I needed the biggest glasses I could find. And I was like, okay, great. I have to get these now. And it's okay because I'm shooting something. So I walked over to to CVS. And of course, like I've never gone to CVS sober. So I was like,
who would?
who would? The only reason I ever go there is to just wander the makeup aisle, right? Like it's the only reason
Just
I go there.
drunkenly walk the makeup aisle, perusing what may be.
Right, things that I can't even buy. I actually even told Thomas Kelly, I was like, Thomas, I need you to go to Walgreens and steal some makeup for me.
Which he readily did, and we thank you, Thomas Kelly.
Thank you, Thomas Kelly. You got me through some tough times. So I was like, I needed these glasses. Had an excuse to get them. I got to CVS, and I'm drunk even when I'm going to get the glasses. And then all of a sudden, I can't find the sunglasses stand at CVS. I can only find, you know, like the more boring sunglasses stand, right?
Yeah.
Like next to the readers.
Like pedestrian stuff, like something that I might get.
Yeah, exactly. I was actually thinking of you when I was there, looking at these really bad glasses.
Right.
So I got these other glasses, and then, you know, I was like, whatever, I guess I was misremembering these fabulous sunglasses at CVS. And so then I got I'll show you the pair of glasses I got. But I have to be careful because I'm not wearing any pants and I don't want my
you have to be careful. And because Thomas, how many people are watching online right now?
Checking.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. That was rude.
107,542.
Yeah, that's Linda. Just be careful.
Okay. Well, I already got the glasses and I don't think my underwear showed. So these are the glasses that I got. But then they were.
Oh my God, that's Onyx Black. That's so cool.
Onyx Black, but look at when you do this, they've got like a little.
Holy shit! Blood diamonds lining the top of your glasses.
Blood diamonds. Cool. But they weren't big enough for the thing I was shooting, so I had to make a pair of sunglasses out of an Oreo cellophane wrapper. Anyway, then like the next time I went to CVS, I'm walking around drunkenly and I bumped into the sunglasses, you know, this sunglasses rack, which was in the makeup aisle, which is why I didn't see it the first time that I was there or whatever. And then, so for months, I've been wanting these glasses, but I couldn't go get them because I was like, I already spent money on these glasses and I definitely don't have $40 to spend on sunglasses.
No, not in COVID times.
Definitely not. So anyway, since then, I've gotten myself a job.
Clap, clap, clap. Very nice. Now you're in double glasses heaven.
Yeah, and it's just a temporary job. It's only going until like June or whatever. But
that's like 3 months from now.
Right. And I only had it for like a month, maybe a month and a half. So then anyway, there was some shoot or something that I was doing last weekend and I was like, and I needed sunglasses and I was like, you know what? I have a job until June. I can spend another $20 on sunglasses. I'm going to go get these sunglasses. I'm going to go get them at CVS. And then I got to CVS on Saturday. So this is 2 days ago I got there. And I went right to the, place where I knew the sunglasses were, even though all of CVS has been rearranged, the sunglasses are still in the same area.
Of course.
So I go there and I get there. And these sunglasses are still on the rack. And you know what was so great about it? They were covered in a layer of dust.
And you knew they were safe from COVID.
I knew they were COVID safe, one.
Yeah.
And two, I was so excited. I was like, they're covered in dust. That means nobody else is buying these. I'm going to be the only one who has these covered in dust. Look at them.
The only one that could see the future of fashion.
Exactly. It's on these eyes. It's on these eyes right now. Anyway, that's the story with these glasses.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So how are you? What's up with your day?
God, am I supposed to somehow live up to that whole story? I have nothing.
You got to have something, because you had your wrestling story earlier. And I know that you had a bit to drink today.
Yeah, I'm definitely straight drunk right now.
So what brought that on?
All right, here's the real details, everyone. Everybody, not everybody, but regulars of the show will know my girlfriend Mosey. Mosey is out of town for 2 full weeks. So it's just me and the dog for 2 full weeks, which is 4 walks a day.
Oh gosh.
And I am 5 days into 20 days of this. And I'm at the end of my rope. That's 2 times more walks than I'm cool with every day. You know, like splitting the work. I'm really into splitting the work of having a dog. But doing it solo, I'm just like, man, how are parents? I feel like if you could split a human kid with 4 parents, that would be about the equivalent of effort that I think would be cool. So I think there should be a way for like 4 people to have a kid together.
Yeah, there should be.
Would you want to have a quarter of a kid? Would that be fun?
I mean, it would be fun, but it would
called
also
divorce.
Yeah, we'll have 1 kid and then you both marry a couple that got divorced without a kid. That's a quarter of a kid.
Yeah, that I figured that was the only way I was ever going to get a kid. You know, I was like, okay, well, you know, I'll get remarried at some point.
You're marrying into a stepchild?
Marry into a step. And by that time, you know, that child will probably be like 30.
Yeah, in their mid to late 20s at least. Assuming Noah dies of a natural death at a reasonable age. Like let's give him like 84. You'd be marrying into like like a 35 or 40-year-old stepchild. And that would be your first child. Would it be cool if your firstborn was 41 or 40 years old?
Yeah, that would be good.
Do you get to call it your firstborn?
Definitely. I'm going to.
Yeah, and if somebody's like, but what do you mean? You'd be like, that's my firstborn.
It's my firstborn.
And they'll have nothing to say about it because what could they say?
Well, they'd say, oh, you guys have the same delicate nose.
Oh my God.
Look at
Linda, you have such a delicate nose. I've known you for so long. I've never known that. That's the most delicate nose I've ever seen.
Yeah. You know, when I was sick and I was living with my parents, my dad said to me one day, he's like, you know, Linda, you have such a delicate nose.
Your father's a delight.
And I said, you know, people compliment me on my nose often.
It is symmetrical.
And then he said something like, he was like, they do? And I said, yeah, people tell me a lot that I've got a good nose. And then he was like, well, you know, you got that nose from me. And I said, yeah, I know. And he's like, do you tell people that you got it from me? And
By
I
far
said,
the most important part to
and
him.
I said, yeah, I tell everybody I got my nose from my dad. And he said, then what do they say? And I said, then they always say, your dad must have such a delicate nose. And then he was mad.
And then he got mad?
It's like, I don't have a delicate nose.
Oh, this is great. I love it. As somebody that knows your father fairly well, I really like that story quite a bit. I like that he was so excited to hear what people had to say.
Yeah, he's but
It's like, oh, they think your nose is great?
Yeah, you know,
Oh,
it's
and it's
my nose.
yeah, it's from me. And what did they say? Delicate? No, not from me. A man from central Wisconsin.
With a
Built his
very
own home.
delicate nose. Hey, do you remember when we saw my dad's bike and I thought it was like this special bike that he was like saving?
Yes. This has got to be good content for everyone who's watching.
Great content about like when we thought for sure that like my dad, who I've never seen ride this bike. My dad's had this blue bike for my whole life. I was like, when I was a kid, I was like 5 years old. I remember my dad had a really expensive blue bike. I just remember thinking like, oh, I think that bike was like $50, right? It was just like crazy. Like in my young mind,
$50.
$50 was a $50 bike. It's really nice. So I've never once seen him ride it, but it was always like, that's your dad's good bike. Don't go in the garage. Your dad's good bike is in there.
Don't look at the good bike.
That bike is not a toy. Your bikes, those are the bikes you ride. You never ride that blue bike. It's too special. And I've never seen my dad ride it once. And then we were up at the cottage and it's like, what, 30 years later.
Yeah.
And there was that bike sitting up next to the tree.
Just leaning over there.
Up the tree. And I was like, I can't believe that my dad still has that bike. Like this special bike. Like I've never once seen him. It's not even that I've never seen my dad ride a bicycle ever once. Never. And I was like, why is he holding on to this fucking bike? And like, why did he bring it to his special place at the cottage?
Did we ever find out why?
Oh yeah, I asked my mom or my dad about it, like whatever it was later. And my mom was like, she's like, that's not that same bike. He sold that stupid thing. Like, he sold that thing when you were 6.
He never cared about that
He
bike.
didn't care about it, but I thought for sure he was like this special bike, but it wasn't.
I love the idea of like kids imbuing specialness to things that their parents so utterly disregard. It's like, what? That's just important to you?
Right.
I sold that on eBay.
But I did. I thought that was like a precious bike to him because I was like, why would anybody ever keep a bike they never ride? You must have had a special moment on it, or it must have been a friend's bike that died in Vietnam.
What do you mean, what? That makes a lot of sense.
My dad was in Vietnam, and
yeah, and he may have taken someone's bike back.
Somebody was like, when you get back to the States, take care of my bike.
The bike was in the war?
I think he brought his bike to Vietnam with him.
Yeah, most people did. They only gave you room to take a few things on the boat, and one of those things was your bicycle.
His bicycle, his blue bike.
Wow.
All right.
Well, Linda, it's been incredibly fun for me to get to catch up with you.
It's been so much fun for me to catch up with you too.
Play us out, Jared!
Linda Orr and Eric Peterson. One pair of sunglasses and one exquisite blue bike. Or actually, two pairs of sunglasses.
There's the sunglasses.
So a bunch of people in the chat are in the sort of corporate of CBS, and they're kind of interested in maybe giving us some money for that. So,
that would be great.
Yeah, we'll kind of keep you posted. We'll check in with Nina. Nina, what do you think of the? Oh, okay, never mind.
Where did Nina go?
She did that. I did not do that. Hold on.
It's bedtime.
There we go. Okay.
Hey.
Hi, Nina.
Hi.
Hello, Nina.
Nina, you're gonna shake their paw? Shake my paw. No, you're shy. Okay.
Nina, do you like swimming? Or were you like, why am I wet in this way?
Did you have fun swimming today? Yeah. Yes. She just said she had fun swimming today.
That's
okay.
Are those your pajamas, Nina?
I'm borrowing them from a friend.
Open it, Nina?
What do you think? It's a pandemic here. Jeez, you're the one who sent Geos.
Nina, I double dog dare you to turn off Mike's camera again.
I ain't doing it just because you said I should.
I just deactivated the trackpad, so I have all the power again.
Hi, Nina.
Hi, Nina.
Hi, Nina.
Well,
Hey.
Nina, how old are you? How old are you, Nina? Can you show us how old you are?
Nina,
Are you one?
Nina, are you this many? Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, you're 1 year old. Wow.
Yes. What a gorgeous smile. You are beautiful.
Yeah. I like that she just was like, I don't need to tell you anything. I'm just going to smile.
Honestly,
And that worked.
That's very wise, Nina. You should not share your personal information on the internet.
That is wise. That was her. That was why the smile was so wry and smart.
Well, Nina's doing what all the spazzes are doing. They're kind of getting up, getting ready to move because it's that time. You know, no more procrastination. You don't put the spaz in
Procrastination.
Procrastination.
And your procrastination.
Oh my gosh.
Thing you've been always wanting to do.
Okay, the spazzes are going nuts. Kraz, you gotta go. You gotta get ready. You gotta do this. Welcome to the stage, Rebecca Kresny.
Oh God, I love that 70s beat. Man, I would have been living my best life if I was dancing in the clubs in 77. Ooh, I think that's when I was supposed to be here. That Rebecca is wrong. I'm actually supposed to be here in the roaring 20s. 2021, March 29th, in case this show gets put in the time capsule, which, come on, we all know will be. I've been watching so much RuPaul's Drag Race. My husband and I have been watching it. We watch past seasons that we've already seen, and they're all-stars too. Drag Race UK, motherfucker, those How I would be at like a drag con, just screaming like a gal, like creaming her panties, looking at Paul McCartney in 1964. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god! I forgot before the fucking show started. I remembered I have a stomach ache, and I went inside and took 2 Tums. Hold on a second. Okay.
What?
Oh God, I think I'm gonna blow a big one, guys. I mean, going down the highway style. Going down the highway, going 1964, wink, 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 wink. Rebecca blew a big one and blew me out the door. The earth couldn't take it. The moon fell apart, all because of Rebecca's supersonic fart. You guys remember that one? That was a fucking hit. Ouch! It's painful gas. You know, sometimes McCrath passes. Sometimes I have like tiny little pains that go away after the show is done. Wonder what it could be. And I sometimes it's my ankle. Sometimes like, all right, you can't like stand on that for a moment until the show starts. Because right now it's just the anticipatory anxiety my crash passes, which brings me to I want to share this shit, and I'm going to share it. I'm going to share somebody else's gift to the world, to you. Okay, and now I'm going to play it. No. Can you hear? Can you hear it yet? God damn it! I said play. What do I got to do? Get out a Spotify on my phone? Fine, you little bitch. That's how I talk to my computer when no one's around. I don't. Oh God, the pain. The pain.
Pick myself up, turn the world on its head. Don't forget what my mama said. People talking since the beginning of time. Unless they paying your bills, pay them bitches no mind. And if I fly, or if I fall, at least I can say I gave it all. And if I fly, or if I fall, I'm on my way. Now sissy that wow.
All right, RuPaul's Drag Race trivia. Who was I walking the runway like when I had started to walk the runway? I'll give you a hint. It'll be the same thing I just showed you. It's kind of hard because you can't see my hips, and it's the hips that really does it for this particular drag queen, and she's got one of my favorite runway walks. If any of my crash passes out there, I mean, if you've done your Drag Race homework, like I know you did, you would be able to answer this. Alrighty, no answer, so I'm gonna tell you. And please don't ever fucking forget it. It's vivacious. Vivacious says runway walk. I mean, like the hip pads, everything, you know, just so form fitting and like so curvy and perfect. But I mean, if I tried to walk like that, I think my organs would just burst. And I try my hardest. Let's see if I can burst my appendix doing this shit. How about it? You dare me?
I dare you.
Better beware, ain't no tea, ain't no shade. But at the same time, bitches better get out the way. I'm a femme queen, mother of the house of no shame. My pussy is on fire, now kiss the flame.
Thank you. Thank you. I never sang in front of anybody before, and you guys have been amazing coworkers. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to sing. Oh no, I think I'm gonna be sick. Wink, wink, Irene. I always love that woman. Oh, oh. Oh, going down the highway. Drive a big one, boom out the door. Can't take her to move apart. All because of Rebecca's supersonic heart. I wasn't kidding, Linda Orr. I am reading The Seat of the Soul. Gary Zukov, anybody? I just opened up, I found a page right before we started here. And he says that the way out of a sexual addiction, therefore, is to remind yourself when you feel that attraction that you are in that moment powerless and desiring to prey upon a soul that is weaker than yourself. I don't know. I'm just a reader. I'm just a learner. I'm not even the sex addict. I wonder though if sex addicts would like another name. Uh-oh. I feel like I'm going into like scary territory. I am entering the sexual addiction forest. The sexual addiction forest. Rebecca, ask your questions. Be honest. Rebecca, take the answers and listen. The sexual addiction forest. I'm looking for, and perhaps I can bring my professionalism and we can combine our words.
And if I fly or if I fall, at least I can say I gave it all. And if I fly or if I fall, I'm on my way. On my way. Fly, 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 uh-oh, uh-oh. Fly, 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 uh-oh, uh-oh. Now, sissy, that walk.
I'm not gonna sissy that walk, you fucking RuPaul. Charles, my fucking back hurts, you bitch. I have been complaining of gas, singing a motherfucking first grader song. My pain I'm in. You told me to sissy that walk? I expect myself to sister that walk straight to the hospital. Satan. Listen. Kraz spazzes, if I go out tonight, I mean, like, you know, if Kraz, you know, the light disappears on me for some reason, let me know. Couldn't get the move apart because of Kraz's motherfucking life.
Hey.
The seed of the soul. Uh-oh. I see the trunks of these woods. They are shaped as penises. I see in the trunk also the vagina, the vulva, and all of their cousins. Would sex addicts like a new name? Maybe there is another term for it, and I don't know. I'm only Kraz. So, is there? Let's see. What else? What's maybe a term? Because like when you think of the term sex addict, you think like, you know, drug addict, alcoholic, and it's all like very, very negative. But like sex itself is not negative. It's like, but it's put into, it's coupled with addict, you know, and all that other shit is negative. So that's negative. This is like positive negative. And, you know, I just can't figure it out. So I'll be taking new names for sex addicts. You can drop them in that cottage over there a few miles away. You'll have to walk there. We don't have any goddamn horses for you to just get on and ride through this forest. They would bonk their fucking brains out if this is the thickest part of the motherfucking woods. Give me a break.
Wow.
I just came back from the sun. It was so, I mean, like they say, but you just can't say enough. It was so fucking hot.
What?
Is that I have all this energy all the time now.
Whoa.
You got a picture diving right into a motherfucking solar flare. And I'm wearing this dress. Tell me when you're going. I will tell you exactly where to stay, where to go dancing, where to eat. Just kidding. You eat nothing. Because you're just eating so much of that sun. I mean, that's all you fucking want. You just can't get enough of that sun. It's still there, guys. It's still there. Like tonight, I'm gonna have to be twisting around on the bed to like get this fucking fart out of my body. We're gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna be like, all right, guys, I've got to go. I love you and goodbye. I mean, I don't want to say it. I don't ever want to say it.
Or if I fall, at least I can say I gave it all. And sissy that wow.
These bitches are on stage bouncing,
Mm.
doing this. You know, this thing, whoops, my laundry's ready. Dancing on their knees, bouncing on their knees. Ruba, do you know what would fucking happen to my knees? It would be, Sissy, those knees. Those knees are sissies. And that's not a very nice term, is it? Sissy. Sissy, it means that you're weak, right? Other times, sissy has been used to, perhaps to call somebody gay. Can somebody chime in for real about that? Like that it's a deeply derogatory when gay people get called sissies. Is that right?
Sometimes they do. Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Much older term, right?
Yes.
Like a really long time ago.
Yes.
Oh, I wish I was on my way to Quenchers with you right now. Just got a real text. This is the real text from Irene Marquette. She says, I wish I was on my way to Quenchers with you right now. Oh, God. Wow. Irene, my heart's a bursting. I fucking loved those times so much, and I cherish them in my heart, and I know that you do too. I loved all of our times together in Chicago. Oh boy. Well, I mean, and she, my friends, can I tell you, like, she has been like a RuPaul fan since she was like 18. I mean, maybe even earlier than that. I don't know. But and I never really picked up on him or Drag Race until several years ago. So anyway, a lot goes out. How about this show is dedicated to Irene?
Hey.
I get behind that.
You're Irene Marquette and Sisters Marquette. Hey, kitty girl, it's your world, okay, and take me out because it ain't this show, and you're the booty back queen. Bye.
Yay!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, Rebecca Cressy hitting another consecutive home run. Wonderful work, wonderful walk, wonderful hip movements. Hope you get that foot out.
Your dancing was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I think I had a breakthrough tonight, guys, for real.
Really?
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't. I'm trying to let go of, like, I feel like I'm changing. You know, we're all changing, but like I noticed that I'm changing through this show, like over this year. I don't know to what, but like sometimes, you know, when you're an improviser, you have like rough patches, and then you kind of feel like, ooh, yeah, this feels pretty nice. So last week, 2 weeks ago, and then today is feeling better and better. All right, bye.
Hey,
that was awesome.
That was. Can I share this thing I'm wearing? Because it seemed related with drag racing and whatnot, and it's somewhat of a also selfish plug, I guess. Anyways, but
Wow.
What?
Look at you, Mike.
Damn, Mike.
Is that Jessica?
no, that's Sister Roma, the world's most photographed drag nun.
Wow.
Wow.
That's cool.
Oh, I'm gonna be looking her up, Sister Roma.
Yeah, she's one of the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence in San Francisco, and I know that she hosted the local San Francisco RuPaul Drag Race live show here in SF, but I don't know if she did the actual TV show. But yeah, so that was part of a movie I did a while back, Poster Boy, written and directed by Guillermo Gomez, yeah. So I played that character and the main character and all of that stuff, and it's a silent black and white comedic film.
Where can we see it?
You know what? That's complicated, unfortunately. It was produced by a local independent film collective, and so then it wasn't something that could be online. And then I don't know, it's not online. So yeah.
Send us the secret link. I mean, hasn't it been? How long has it been?
What the to see the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just not online.
Well, is there a video or a DVD?
It did the circuit for like film festivals and whatnot for a while. And that was fun. I saw it a few times. It was in it was actually at the Chinese Theater in LA, which was great.
So Michael, just tell us you'll get us like for your consideration DVD for all of us, and we can move on.
I do have a DVD. I can burn copies and send them to you, which I have. And then my friends have been like, I don't have a DVD player no more. I'm like, okay.
Well, if we can get that and we can get Eric's wrestling video, then we can have a screening, a spitball, a night of
Yeah, DVD, VHS, spitballing, retro.
Yeah, that'd be great. So
That would be the best.
All right. Well, we got some work to do. We got 2 weeks to do it.
All right.
We can do it. We're 30 now. We're adults.
We're adults, and you know what? We can do anything we want, except for maybe get drunk without a hangover.
Oh.
Ain't it the truth?
That's the truth.
Well, cool. I guess that's the end of the show.
Wait a minute. What about
No, you're wrong, Thomas.
What about sand?
Thomas, there's one more thing.
Listen to Michael.
I forgot about sand.
The watchmakers.
He was actually trying to make it sands without sand.
Oh yeah, but it's not without, but now it's with.
With it, yeah. Now it's really with it.
Yeah.
Whip it good.
With it real good.
Well, okay. Well, we're going to bring on Sand in just a second. But before we can do that, Kraz, can we get a suggestion of something that would inspire us to do a set of improv tonight?
Sure. Forest.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, I'm going to play the song. And then when you see us again, we're going to be in characters.
Whoa.
Awesome.
I'm building a house out here because I don't have faith that this experiment of the West is going to be going that much longer. So I'm out here building a home. You can see it's not a mansion by any stretch of the imagination, but it is some self-sustaining. It gathers water from the stream. It gathers electricity from the sunlight. I've cut away a lot of the overhead branches above to make sure that it's getting at least 3 hours of sunlight every day. And I'm ready. I'm ready. And there's a part of me that's excited about it.
Hello?
Yes? Come in.
Hi, hello?
Who are you?
I,
Who are you?
hey, I'm a hiker that's been.
Name and rank. Name and rank.
I'm not in the army. I just went on a hike and I got lost. I saw your home and I need help.
Let me see some ID.
Yeah, here.
Dave Raskin. You're the tech guy.
Yeah. What about it?
I've read about you. You're the tech CEO.
Yeah. I'm trying to put computers everywhere. I was just going on a hike to see if I could put computers into natural trees so you could get the internet in the forest.
Jesus fucking Christ. Do you know you are part of the fucking problem, man? Do you know that? All you tech people, you guys think that you have this utopian, you guys think you're the solution, but you're actually the problem. Do you know that?
I don't think so. Okay, I hear what you're coming from, and it's the same old argument. Oh, more technology is going to dehumanize us, but that's the way we're going. We can't fight this.
Did you see Wall-E?
Yeah, and that's what I was
Dumb
really
fuck, you brain dead fuck.
I was really inspired by Wally actually.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, what if we could integrate technology with nature?
That's the sickest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. You must be brain dead and half crazy.
Hey, okay, just imagine you're on a hike and you're talking with the person you're hiking with, and you can't remember who's in Reservoir Dogs, and then you just go to a tree and you can type it up and be like, oh yeah, Harvey Keitel, Michael Madsen, Tim Roth. Imagine.
And it's a bad idea because why wouldn't people just use these cell phones that everybody's got?
Well, sometimes there's not reception. Sometimes your cell phone's dead. But if we could integrate the computers with the trees, then you could always have a computer.
Do you have investors for this?
Yeah. Lots of them.
And you think this idea is gonna take off?
I mean, you know my name because I'm a tech guy. I hit tech runs.
What are you expecting your return ROI is gonna be the first year?
I got a question for you. Which is more? Trees on the planet or stars in the sky?
Stars in the sky, you what?
Trees.
No.
Yeah. Look it up. Can you look it up right now?
There's billions and trillions of stars.
Look it up.
There's just more room out there. There's only so much room on the earth. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Okay, so what are you saying? If someone were to put in $5,000,
okay,
what would they expect to have back at the end of the year?
You put in $5,000 now. If you do it today, 1 year you could probably have $1 billion in the bank. If you wait 5 years, you could probably have $1 trillion. If you wait 10 years, a Googleplex. I don't know.
Is this my lucky day?
Maybe.
Tell me this is my lucky day.
And I owe you one. You saved me a big time. I was lost in the woods.
Let me open my safe. I think your idea is really good.
Yeah?
I like it.
13, 21, 45.
Yeah, I'm always
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
17. Yeah. Okay. 9.
always have to
49,
really focus when I do this.
50. Okay, 7. 34. Okay, 19. 22. Okay. All right, 15. Thank you so much. And I'll take your notebook too.
Yeah, right. You'd love to see what's in my notebook. I got a lot of ideas about how we can restart civilization in a smarter way. Hey, don't get your hand out of there. That's my notebook.
Pick me up.
You motherfucker, you give that back. No, he tricked me. No, he tricked me. They were all in on it and they fucking tricked me. Oh no. Oh fuck.
Really cool place you have here.
You like it, John?
Yeah, everything seems integrated.
Integrated, you mean kind of like with its environment?
Yeah. It kind of seems like the way you have your floorboard set, the wind will naturally go through it. So it'll cool down the house in the summertime, and in the wintertime it'll keep the ice and the snow out, and it'll allow the house to warm faster.
Right, John. That's really good. That's how we set it up in the plans. Yeah. You like it?
Yeah. I think I could live out here for a long time, Dad.
Oh. Well, you're welcome to come for little short visits like this, but this is my place. This is where Dad lives.
Talk to Mom and let me live out here the whole time.
No. This is Dad's house. This is Daddy's house. And it's open for him. So you can come out for short little visits for a day or a Saturday, Sunday, but this is just for Daddy, and I don't want you here all the time.
It looks like the rain and where you store your water is in a sun absorbing case. So in the daytime, if you take your shower late enough, it'll already be warm, so you don't have to get a heater.
That's right, buddy. That's how we built it. Yeah. So that way you don't have to be taking electricity from the grid, because when you need something from those kinds of people, that's when you're trapped. That's when you have to suboptimal decisions. You know what I mean? Because you're hooked. You're hooked. Just like a drug addict, just like a crackhead. When you need something from them, then you have to do things that you don't want to do.
Let me live here. Let me live here for good.
I think it would be really good for you, but I don't want you here all the time.
Mom puts recycling in the trash.
That's okay. That's actually, to me, that's okay.
What do you mean?
Son, let me explain something to you. I worked at an office. You remember my office?
Yeah, you wore a tie every day and you came home and you were tired and pissed because you had to consume so many chemicals to get you through the day, and the chemicals distorted your thinking. And maybe that's why you were attracted to mom in the first place, because your body was so full of chemicals. Chemicals.
That's right.
Your natural instincts were corrupted.
Unfortunately, there's no way to be sure until I am completely detoxified and purified again. There's no way to be sure that my feelings for your mother were my own. And that's what I explained to her. And I said that once I'm out here for a while and I can be sure that I'm clean again and I feel connected to the wolves again and the birds, then, I'd be willing to, if I still feel the same way about her, then there's a chance that I'd, but anyway.
Don't come back. Don't take her back. She's the problem.
Yeah.
But let me live out here with you.
I don't want that. I love you the way a father loves a son. But I don't want you in my life 24/7.
What were you gonna say about working in the office?
Well, I was going to say that I made a lot of sacrifice. I've spent my whole life sacrificing for other people, my whole life, and now it's my time, and it's my turn to have my life, and I'm not going to do anything for anyone else. I played by the rules for a long time, did what you're supposed to do, marry your mom, raise my kid for 8 years, I've done it, and I'm not going to keep doing it. And I unshackled my leg from the ball and chain, and I'll be damned if I'm coming back. And for your sake, I understand you want to be with your daddy. I get that. That's a natural thing. But daddy doesn't want to be with you. He doesn't want to be with you. Daddy's happy. You see how happy I am out here? How much more I seem like myself?
Yeah.
See that?
You've grown 4 inches.
Yeah. I spent so much time hunched over. That was 2 inches. And then I grew 2 inches.
Yeah. Your body fat is way down. You just seem like you're just living a healthier, you're becoming a more efficient creature.
Let me make you a deal. If you can live out here on your own, no help from me. Do you understand? If you can live out here and make it work, you can stay. But you're not going to get a scrap from me. You understand? You're going to have to make your own shelter. You're going to have to find your own food.
Okay, I can do it.
Okay, and I don't want to, I just want to be very clear about this. I don't want to hear that little knock on my door if there's a thunderstorm. You understand? Or if it's snowing. I don't want to hear that little knock on my door, and I won't answer it. You can spend time with me as an equal out here, okay? Not as a little leech, not as a little, not as a little stealing little bird, stealing, you're gonna, if you want to be with dad, you're gonna have to be with dad as a peer, as a fellow free man.
Okay.
You understand? And if you're a free man and you can stand on your own 2 legs the way I have, then you can be out here with me. And this is a new nation that we're building.
Okay. I guess I'll go start.
I love you.
I love you too, Dad. You're the most important person in my whole life, and you're an inspiration for everything I do.
Oh.
I can't tell you how much I look up to you. You're a great guy.
Oh, that's good. And I don't blame you. Oh.
Robert, I'm not out here as the president of the United States.
Well,
Just,
then why the hell are you here?
I'm just here to chat with you. Everyone's heard your story. Everyone is thinking that the way society works isn't working for everyone and that there's a different way to be.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to meet the person who would disagree with that statement. This society's sick and everybody knows it.
We need you to come back into society.
Oh, that's rich. That's rich. Where were you guys when I was busting my ass in a 9 to 5? You know, I worked in a 9 to 5 for 9 years. You know, I busted my ass coming into work at 9:30 every day for 9 years.
Yeah.
Hardly any vacation time.
Well, let's bring you back in. We'll have you work from 10 to 4. We'll give you vacation time.
You don't get it, do you?
We just need you to come back. What do you need?
You really don't get it, do you?
We-
Why would I come back, come into a cubicle just so I can lick the asshole of some 26-year-old and ask him if I can have Fridays off? Here, I have every day off. You understand? I have every day off, and I am the king out here. I am the fucking king. I'm the president out here, motherfucker. You understand? You might be the president of that big old pile of steaming shit that you call the United States of America, but I'm the president out here, you brain dead motherfucker. I'm the president. I'm the president. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize that
Too many people are starting to realize that I could have you destroyed. And I'm coming here as a courtesy to try to curb this psycho experiment before we lose any more great Americans.
you had your chance and you decided to trick me and steal my book.
Come back.
You tried to trick me and steal my book and see if you could take my ideas and mutate them to trick people into staying in your little experiment. No. Nope. That time is over.
We exposed your ideas to people and they started to move out to nature. Come back to society.
That's right. No, I don't think so. Things are great out here. I get to watch the sunset every night. I wake up every morning with the crickets.
I wake up every morning to my cell phone. And I love it. Come back to society or we'll crush you.
You know what? I think you need to leave. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but Mr. President, get off my property.
You'll rue the day you fucked with the United States. Stop inspiring people. Nature sucks. Concrete rules. Society. Chemicals.
The natural state of men is this is the natural state of men. I'm the natural state of men.
You haven't seen
we're supposed to be living out here in the woods, free, the kings of our own world, of our own domain.
You haven't seen the last of me and my kind. We're gonna get you.
Well, you're gonna have to send a drone out to get me, because if you try to send any more military guys, they're just gonna. If you try to send any more military guys, they're just gonna join my side, Mr. President.
What?
If you try to send any more military guys, they're just gonna join my side. So I suggest trying something else.
Everyone, look, this man, he was only working in an office for 9 years. He had a mental break, and He's been committed to this institution the whole time. There's no. He thinks he's living in the woods. He's revolutionizing society.
Why don't you stay for tea, Mr. President? And I got some news for you. Your wife came over here last night to my cabin, and well, I had sex with her.
Illusions of grandeur. Well, who would like to place the pillow over his face?
Oh my God.
Okay, we couldn't fix you, and that's our bad.
See you later.
And that's our show.
Yeah.
Yay! Woo!
That was a great show, guys. I'm so happy you did that great show.
Wow.
It was so
What?
good.
Great show, guys.
Great show, y'all.
Great show.
Yeah.
Yeah, great show.
Yeah.
Doggy!
There's the doggy.
Hello, doggy.
I enjoyed all the yelling in the show. It was just such a great show.
Yeah.
You guys say hi to Irene. She's actually watching right now.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I think I'm gonna be sick. Irene.
Irene.
She's
Look
one
at my
of the-
glasses, Irene.
One
Irene, good night. Good night.
There's a song with Irene, right? Hello, Irene. Oh, I swear.
Irene, good night.
Mhm.
No, that's Eileen.
Ah, shit.
Wow.
Close.
Well, wonderful job, Michael Davenport. Wonderful job, Linda Orr. Wonderful job, Jared
Thank
Larson.
you.
Thank you.
Leslie, Mike Brunlieb, Eric Peterson. Wonderful show we had this evening.
Great fun show, y'all.
Mike,
Fun.
well, is this the end of the show, or is there any other things that
Oh.
might happen?
Yeah, I'm kidding. When I have digestive trouble, so like I for real should sign off and go writhe on the bed.
Yeah.
You should go to the grocery store and get some gas X.
Mm.
What I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go take a walk.
I think I hear Meg on the phone with somebody, so I think we can say call it a wrap.
And also, I heard one way that might help Kraz is if you have someone pull your finger.
Ooh.
Get people to pull my finger inside.
Classic.
They gotta pull it hard though, hard enough to let the stinker out.
Let the stinker
Right.
out.
We'll just hang my ass out the window. I'll have Charlie pull my finger, and behind him, holding him, will be Ruby, and then Stan, then Tyke, and then Scoops. Maybe we'll throw in the crested gecko if she can provide any strength. And pull. Hopefully, I don't fall out onto Coldwater Canyon and get killed when it releases.
Ugh.
Hopefully. Well, we'll follow up with that story and more in 2 weeks. Spitballin 31. Thank you, everyone who tuned in. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Irene, and all the 100,000 other people. And we'll see ya in 2 weeks.
Yeah.